All right, hello and welcome. This is Lucy the Bold. All right, so we are playing the game New Arcline. I have been doing this in consecutive series. This will be part 4. And just to give you a little background on the game. So it is mystery, it's intrigue, there is fighting. This takes place in a utopian future of steam mechanics, diesel mechanics, Tesla mechanics wrapped in with magic. So I have actually run through this entire game playing a elven steam mechanic and a human diesel mechanic before. This is my first time for playing a voodoo mage. So you can also find me on YouTube as well as on Twitch and TikTok for my shorts. So anyways, the game mechanics are fairly simple. You have your map up here, and then your pause menu, tutorials, inventory, your journal, magic craft, tech craft, and party formation. Alright, if you want to know more about that, then all you got to do is just follow my earlier videos. That'll explain a little bit more. So what I am doing is I am over here at the railroad station today, and I need to talk to a few people outside before we go inside. Okay, we're getting a bunch of loot. Excuse me. And sometimes getting up close to people will trigger events. Events are really fun in this game. They can be deadly. I have literally died before with all of my characters. It just kind of comes with the territory. It is a game where your answers can make a difference on your outcomes. Now, typically, when you get asked, when you get somebody, you get those 3 questions that pop up. Very rarely are you really going to find any specific answer. This is what the steam trains and diesel trains look like in the game. Just real quick, when you first start, the world is in shambles. It's actually been fragmented, torn apart. You are to blame for something that you did. You have no idea what you did, but you are the guilty one. And you're sent in front of some futuristic tribunal who then decides what your fate's going to be. And then they send you back in time, because if you're like me, you take a cocky ass attitude about, being the scapegoat. We're going to go back around front here. The only thing I have to say that I don't like about the game is the fact that you literally have to use your third mouse wheel to navigate. Your rolls of the dice. This is one of these games where you have to roll under certain percentages. Okay. So for stealing sleight of hand, I got a total of 22 points. It's going to cost me 3 points to move over here, 2 points to reveal it, 3 points to grab it. Come back here, 2 points to reveal, 3 points to grab. I still have plenty of time to get back out, 3 points to move out. Now that was successful. Combat rolls go the same way. Okay. I like to try to talk to everybody out here in the center court of an area before going into any of the rooms. This is my style of play. There is a difference between looting and stealing in the game. Okay, and if I remember correctly, there's nobody in here that you can pickpocket. Alright, so we're going to go into this first office space here. And then you click on things with your Alt key. Alright, my aunt who caught the Iron Plague recently wasn't allowed on the train. She isn't even an elf, but a respectable tater holds inhabitants within the third generation. We must stop this horrible discrimination. So there are humans, there are elves, there are dwarves, and there are giants. And then you have goblins and all other types of monsters in the game. So there was something over here on the wall. There we go. Really? I gotta run outside to look at it. The functioning of our society depends on your performance. We're the lifeline of the syndicate's economy, so let's uphold our standards. Alright, so now we're going to go into this room. Now, I am going to try to steal from here. Hopefully I rolled well. Oh, I did. I rolled really well. Yay. Okay, so I got some stuff. Sometimes you can have bad consequences from stealing.
Sitting in the station manager's chair is a giant who's been groomed to within an inch of his life, draped in a suit so sharp it could cut glass.
Okay, so click continue.
His towering figure is surrounded by papers and folders full of papers, all meticulously arranged in square-cornered stacks. The giant can't help but drool slightly as he flips through a thick binder, hurriedly jotting down notes with a red pencil. The instant you step forward, a wide grin spreads across.
Hey, listen, what do you think about this? By the grace of technological advancement and the comprehensive harmonization of our collective labor, we have not only met, but far exceeded the norms of public transportation. Under the banner of technological triumph, we do not rest on our laurels, no. We are proud to take on any tasks the Syndicate assigns.
The giant's immense pleasure in his own writing is impossible to miss.
Thanks to the enduring faith of our people, we are able to turn dreams into reality. Every piece of cargo we move is another stride toward a radiant tomorrow.
And you can fast move, skip type of thing, but you may miss something of some importance in the conversation. So, this isn't a speed run type of game. All right.
The giant's chest swells with pride. He's plainly enjoying his new position.
Yes, indeed. I am he. Regrettably, Tobias Newman failed to meet our expectations, and he became the target of numerous grievances from other employees. In light of his intolerable drinking, the decision was taken to suspend him from his duties indefinitely. We will find another professional to monitor our magic scanner. Magic scanners. Yes, we have several of them.
So you have an option now. You can repair the scanners if you let Mr. Newman return to work. Am I right that you currently have only one functioning scanner, which is what I'm going to go with first. Now, on anything like this where it's like an intimidation or deception roll, then as you can see in the right-hand corner of the screen, to do that, that would be Mick. He has the highest intimidation, and you'd have to roll either a 40 or less to be effective. Okay, or you can go, I'll be back later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call him out on this.
The station was already in this state on my first day of work. But the important thing is one of our 3 scanners is still working. Fully functional, in fact. Is that a sincere offer? Then yes, I'll gladly reinstate Tobias Newman. Let's call it a deal.
Alright, so now we're going to look for the scanners. Which honestly, I don't remember if they're in this building or not. It's locked from the other side. There's a janitor in here. And once we get outside, then we'll look at the map to see where we need to go to. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be back here behind the building. Okay, and we are going to go into here. Okay, what do we have? Well, first we're going to loot. 52? Are you freaking serious? Alright, let's examine these. Tesla Tech. Steam Tech. Okay, so we're going to use Steampunk. I don't have Mick set up for Tesla Tech yet, but I have been putting points into his steam and diesel mechanics. Alright, excellent. So he was able to fix them. And then you can come over this way and you can look whenever it gives you that little drop down. Quests, objectives. That way it'll help keep you on track of what you're trying to do. There's somebody laying on the floor over here. Huh. Okay, let's go through the door. Oh, so we came back up inside of the building. Let's talk to this guy. Something is always broken here, I swear. Oops, oops, oops. Got some more loots. Looting is how you make money and being able to repair stuff. Alright, come back over here.
Alizar Cogsmith remains for...
Yes? What?
Let's see. Either you bring Newman back to the station or I'll inform Zendo about your incompetence. I fixed your magic scanners. Now about our deal, I want to see Mr. Newman back in action as we discussed.
A deal is a deal. I'll ensure that Mr. Newman returns to his duties promptly.
Alright, cool. And then if you have any concerns, you can look through the journal and then it'll tell you, okay, where you are and stuff. So we gotta go back to see Simon. And then you can bring up a map of the inside of the building. Oh, more loot. I thought I had gotten it all. Yeah, new Arcline's engine is a little slow on the load. My computer is a high-end computer for gaming. So I am kind of at their mercy a little bit. Let's go out this way. We need some cash. Alright, 8 points. I got a total of 28. I'm going to come down here. Take 7 spaces to move. Grab. Grab. See, I'm not going to have enough because it's 3 points. Well, I could. 3 points to move to the space. 2 points to identify. So that would be 5. That would not give me enough. So I'm just going to exit. This big clunk sat there and ran into me, so I'm going to loot from him. It's funny watching the characters behind you. Alright, excellent. Let's go down here and talk to this girl. Okay, so she's talking about the poor souls sick with the Iron Plague. And I think we are still actually looking for someone in the city who has the Iron Plague to tell them to go over to the hospital. Oh, that was a good roll. Footwear. Oh, food vendor. I about his footwear. Oh boy. Okay, so as far as certain items go, you know, um, there are some things that you want to keep. You want to keep, you know, grenades, health potions. You occasionally want to look at your gear. The food items, I've never found any purpose or reason for having them. Ooh, large healing potion. Okay, plated diesel jacket. I'm going to hold on to that one because we're going to end up getting a another assistant here before too long. The fighter's chest piece. Excuse me, I'm going to sell it because I've already got an outfit very similar to that for Mick. Okay, these pants, I'm going to keep them, and then this thing, this broken full steampunk exosuit, it says, if you read it, that a skilled tinkerer might restore its former glory or repurpose its contents for crafting. So one of the things that I have to do is there is a sentient rooster, literally a rooster, who is a boxer, and we're trying to find somebody who can fix his equipment. And this girl may be the one, hopefully. Okay, so let's see here. Fragmentation grenade. Fragmentation grenade. Okay, so she doesn't have anything, and she's not offering to do anything. There are drug dealers in this game too. Feed the cat fish. Stroke the cat. We're going to pet the cat. Now we're going to feed the cat. And the cat's happy. It's just one of those weird little things. So you'll end up with 3 hirelings by the end of the game. This is also a character. Offer 1 fish. Why did Leprechaun take a beating? In my previous one, we killed a leprechaun because he was the manager at the train station. It was his former employee. So let's try it again. I teach dwarves arithmetic. Okay. Got one more joke for you if you got another fish. I might have. If I didn't, it would tell me. Okay. So we have another sentence because we kept listening to his non-funny jokes and giving him fish. Now I can sit there and talk to him. Oh. Alright, let's go up this way. I think this is going to be a shortcut. An orc. Okay, so he's an ancient relic to my tribe, the Orb of Might. It is a great symbol of strength and resilience. Well, sounds like he should go back to his tribe. Yeah, you always want to ask for money or something, some type of compensation. All right. And Mick likes certain answers. Your respect from him grows. Same thing with your other ones. So sometimes you may disagree, with your, we'll go over here and loot this real quick. You may disagree sometimes and answer, the way that you would want to answer. And sometimes your hirelings will not appreciate it, but it is what it is. Can I pickpocket anybody? Oh, I can pickpocket her. $55. Woo! Man. So I got absolutely nothing from her. Even though it was a success.
A group of thugs are eyeing Mick with obvious disgust and hatred.
Okay, this possibly could be a fight.
Stick the prick in any hole, Mortensen.
I think he's even sober today, boys. And you're always saying miracles aren't real. What's wrong, Mick? Money tight? Running out of the good old wonder powder? Have you considered moonlighting at a brothel? There's gotta be demand in this freak-infested town for one of your kind.
In conclusion, he'll...
Okay, let's see here. Let's do that.
Yeah. Keep those worries stoked, partner. They'll kill you quicker than bootleg moonshine. Those ugly bastards are just jealous that I know what and who I like. But don't sweat it, partner. As my dear mama used to say, unlovable buggers.
Yes,
are always
Mick
the
is a
first to
drug
spread
addict.
Hate. And stink, in this case.
The fuck are
But
you
most of the
yapping about,
people
Mick?
in this city
Don't
are
think too
either
hard, Joe,
alcoholics or
you'll
drug
overheat
addicts,
like a neglected automaton.
just trying to get by.
Seems like it, partner.
Yeah, see?
What do you want, Joe?
Mick liked it.
I'm on important business here. So get to the point before I run out of patience.
Your debts are due, old pal. Today. If you're not ready to pay with honest work, then, well, the big man said he's willing to accept blood instead. What do you say?
Boy, that's rich. You talking about honest work? You should have stuck to breaking rocks. Safer.
Alright.
It's my past life chasing me, partner. There must be one or two little things you're running from, yeah? But that's not a conversation for new friends. Let's leave it for another time.
The only thing you'll be leaving here is your teeth. Boys, show him how we deal with pervert scum like him.
Cool, it's going to be a fight. Alright, so I'm going to put this up and try to get a hold of all three. Alright, now draw attention away from myself by putting the totem. Okay, and then I'm literally going to back up a few steps in my turn. Really? Yeah, they're supposed to hit that thing, not us. Hey. Okay, Mick. Let's do a concussive blow on these two bastards. Do that. And then we're going to use a flame grenade. Alright, excellent. And then Mick's going to end his turn. Then it's my turn. Toxic Skull. Voodoo attack. Okay, now I'm going to end my turn. That idiot's still hitting my totem. And then, of course, you always want to loot the bodies if they're available to loot. Alright, now we're going to go inside.
Red Simon slams the phone down with a clang, exhales sharply in frustration, and fussily adjusts the cuffs of his jacket. Looks like someone's having a bad day.
Damn those wretches. Why can't we manage the distribution of power like gentlemen? That would benefit everyone, right?
With a muttered curse, he picks up his whiskey glass and takes a sip. Then his eyes suddenly land on you.
Back again, mate. I hope you brought some good tidings this time, because I've had my fill of bad news for today. For the whole year, actually. What we need around here is some stability, damn it. I knew you'd handle it, my friend. It's in your blood.
Red Simon firmly clasps your hand, his eyes narrowing as he briefly scrutinizes you. His approach to everything is very businesslike.
You know,
There's also a couple of different factions in the game too, so nice. Let's try this.
The only things that truly get on my nerves are
Sweet.
stupidity and wasting my time. Today I got word that I'll be dealing with both. That's why I need someone trustworthy and sharp, like you.
Mick loudly clears his throat, drawing all eyes to him.
Michael Mortensen, when did you start acting like such a wimp? I don't deny that you're trustworthy. As for being sharp, we can revisit that after we've fixed up your reputation. We're in the midst of a power struggle right now. Elections are coming up soon, and two very eager parties are gunning to install their candidate. The result is utter chaos, which doesn't bode well for me. Influence is something you've got to keep a tight grip on, my friend. And so I need you and Mick to sort out this mess. Only one side can be left standing. I don't care which. The main thing is that the victor owes a debt to Red Simon.
Sweet. No kidding. 90? You need 16 more. Need 32 more, so I can't do that.
There's
Rats.
only two. One side is pushing the city to fully
Red Simon hasn't laid...
have a chat with the rep. Pick whatever side you fancy and use whatever criteria suits you. Then make... I don't give a damn who comes out on top, as long as the... I don't have time for this. Oh, my friend, you're really not cut out for the business world. You see, in our line of work, you've got to have the right connections. Or even better, people who owe you favours. The world's a fickle place. You're a gem. Give one of them a helping hand. Then we'll buy... Oh, and I'll need both of you at Zindo's office later today too. The Syndicate's still having issues with their trains. If we do them a favour, we might be able to snag a fast ticket to the capital. Better not be late for this, mate.
Alright, excellent. And then you just click on the accept. Okay. So now we're going to go talk to Zindo. Alright, let's see here. Off the rails. And this is magic versus technology. Okay, so this is just around the corner from us, so we'll go over there first. I'm facing this way. Okay. Um, let me see here. Yeah, okay. Turn right, or turn left, I mean. Ah. Oh, a drunk. Let's see if we can snag some money from him. 25 points. Grab. Grab. Leave. Alright, check the map. Go in the store. Let's see here. It seems you're not up to the task. I set a clear deadline and now I expect results. Her voice grows progressively louder. I'm not sure. You know, sometimes the game sits there and speaks, and then other times it's like the voice recorder is off. You know, and I don't know if that is to force you to read it. Okay. Let's go over here and take a peek. Okay, Mrs. Whitcock is standing alongside a candidate for the Senate, the man wearing quite a serious expression while Miss Whitcock is giddy and beaming. Mr. Wallace, huh? Stunning lady. Oh, yeah, okay. Yay. See, because I rolled well, you know, Simon or Mick sit there and won her approval. So things are going to work a little bit easier. Whoa, my observation skills were sucked. Okay, so technology in the slums has failed to advance. Give the district some firm guidance, and mark my words, it will thrive. So she's for the little person. Okay, and she works for Mr. Zendo. So she fired the guy because he wasn't doing his job. That makes sense. It's currently Zendo's favorite. Okay, secure that seat. We need to clear up the last senator's mess. Bring tech to the slums back to an acceptable level. That's the goal. Forced technology transformation isn't my thing. Farewell, I need some time to think it over. Why can't you boost technology yourself? That would be a fair question. Okay, so what's the plan? So she's going to put something on her map. Okay, start here and fix the receptification pump. If you're successful, take a look around the neighborhood and fix up whatever you can. Subcontracted work if it suits you. I don't care as long as it gets done. Okay. Which is good because, you know, I'm not a steam mechanic or a diesel mechanic. So let's look at the map. Gear by gear. Okay. So we need to go out here, turn here, go down, and then go over there. And then magic versus technology over there, close by, off the rails. It's possible we should go to off the rails first. I think that's Mr. Zendo's place. Make sure I'm moving in the right direction. Shopkeeper. See what the shopkeeper's got. Okay, nothing new. That voodoo jacket is worse than mine. Steam tech and accuracy. Okay, so that would be good for mech. I can't use a handgun, and Mick cannot either. But we will be picking up somebody who can. That's not very powerful. I've seen better. Okay, so let's close this. And then I want to hit my inventory. Oh, I can level up. Okay. So one of the things I'm trying to do is level up occult magic. I can't do any of these things because I'm a magic person. So I'm working on celestial magic and occult magic. So we're going to level this one up next. Confirm. And then I get a new perk. So you want to read each one of these things. So that boosts my initiative by 2. Eagle Eye critical multiplier by 25. So yeah, your aim becomes deadly. Okay. Diplomat boosts your persuasion by 5. Quick hands, it's going to help with sleight of hand. Stone skin, boost your blocking ability by 1. Sadomasochist. Oh, let's see here. You're lucky enough to have all 3 requirements, which makes you better suited for this world. Boost survival by 5. Timekeeper. This intimate knowledge of your mortality helps you argue as if your life depended on it and gives you a +5 to deception. Magic within. Through diligent study, you have developed a deep understanding of the nature of magic. you gain a +5 to your core bonus. I think I'm going to go for the time being with critical multiplier. Okay, now Mick. Oh, and I got some things here that I need to give to Mick while we're. Darn it. Okay, we're going to give those goggles to Mick. Flaming grenades. Stun grenades. It is kind of sad that I can't. See, it won't let me put those over there. See, I cannot even put a Molotov cocktail. Your inventory in this game is pretty extensive. Grants a few magical cards for spellcrafting. Okay, I'm going to use those. I'm going to use these. I'm just going to go ahead and click on these. They'll stay in my repertoire until I need them. Diesel gloves. I'm going to have Mick look at those. And he, I think, needs a healing potion. It'll reorganize all your stuff. Okay, so now we're going to go over to Mick. Hat 1 to Deception. Okay, so I'm going to boost his Steam Tech because I know we're going to be getting out there to do stuff like that. 5 to accuracy, 5 to accuracy. So I'm going to take that back. And I'm going to give him these gloves. Oh, he can't wear those yet. His diesel technology is not high enough. Okay. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to take this back. He's got a couple of healing potions. Let's give him a stun grenade. And then, let's see here. Crit strike. Yep, I'm going to go for it. Alright. So, we are working on getting his diesel mechanics upgraded. Hit confirm, and then he is done. Alright, so they're not going to offer a fight to me. Oh, it's going to be easy to just keep going straight. Alright, let's see what we can craft here. On our way over. What's a photon manipulator? I don't know what it is. Telekinetic gloves. Oh yeah, I sold my gloves. Okay. Steam Crush Hammer, Diesel Dart. Nice. Steam Powered Boots. Oh hey, I have everything for that. Iron Caprice Pants. Okay, let me give Mick some steam powered boots. Okay, what kind of ammo? No ammo. Okay. Alright. So where did it put the steam powered boots? Sweet. Give that to Mick. Gotta put those babies on, Mick. Yeah. Looking classy. So this is the little fighting rooster that I'm trying to find the armor set for. Because he wants some powered armor. Because he's a little older, you know, and not quite as good as what he used to be. And he wants to stay in the boxing ring. This is another vendor. Okay. He makes ammos and stuff like that. So, you know, the saltpeter and stuff and the bolts and the little things that you keep finding, that is what you are using it for. And then he also makes ammunition. Close menu. I think there was one other guy. The Tinkerer. Okay, and he's got all kinds of parts and stuff. Old punching gloves. You know, I don't have a set of those, so I'm going to take them. He doesn't have the other thing I need. Steam engine backpack. Ooh, 500. Well, at least I know he has one. That way when I get my new person, if I need to, then I can get it. Giant crab is terrifying. Okay. Interesting. Yep, don't really understand what he's all about.
You're right on time. Excellent. Allow me to introduce the big cheese of the Eastern Syndicate.
As you step into the room, your attention is immediately drawn to
And then
a
she's going to
towering
become
giant,
one of your
currently
hirelings.
expressing his extreme discontent, and a woman in a leather trench coat.
Is this the reality you're presenting to me, Miss Jean?
A single train malfunctions.
Sometimes these will go up and down too.
On the edge of disaster. Unthinkable. It is, after all, your responsibility to see that issues like this are swiftly resolved. Yet all I hear are excuses and empty promises. All the managers seem to have their